Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
This is Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner-takes-all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids, then join us for free popcorn Thursdays because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our newer, diverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today.
Invest. I'ma show you I'm the best. I'ma show you I'm the best. Get with me, I'll invest. Get with me, I'll invest. I'ma show you I'm the best. I'ma show you I'm the best. Get with me, I'll invest. Get with me, I'll invest. And I'ma get it poppin'. And I can take you shopping. With me, there's no stopping, hey. With me, there's no stopping. There's no stopping, I'ma hold you in my arms. Harvest cold, now it's warm. And baby, we can beat the storm. Loving you like Boston George. And darling, you my moon, hey. Yeah, you show me the light. Get with me, I'll treat you right, hey. And I'll treat you right. Now she wanna rock and she wanna roll. Baby, I won't bend and I won't fold. And I can get you now, your heart I stole. Your heart I stole. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I want you. I'ma show you I'm the best, yeah. I'ma show you I'm the best. Get with me, I'll invest. Get with me, I'll invest. I'ma show you I'm the best, yeah. I'ma show you I'm the best. Get with me, I'll invest. Get with me, I'll invest. And I'ma get it poppin'. And I can take you shopping. With me, there's no stopping, hey. With me, there's no stopping. We can hit the lotto, lotto, lotto. We can pop a bottle, bottle, bottle. You're looking like a model, model, model. Model, hey. Invest. The best. Invest. Hey.
You're listening to Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. Tune in to the flow where we're bringing you the best in hip-hop, R&B, and talk. Hey, this is the flow from Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. Tune in every Thursday at 5 p.m. to listen to dope people, dope topics, and dope vibes.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hey, this is Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM, where we bring you the best in hip-hop, R&B, pop, and talk. Tune in. Hey, 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 thank you for tuning in to The Flow with Her Flow right here at Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. You guys, you know what? Every week I say I have a wonderful guest, and this Thursday is like no other. We have the GOAT of the LGBTQIA community in the house, and I am just so honored and so proud to have her here. And y'all, she got a lot going on, so we gotta get to it because I want to know the tea. You guys are gonna have an amazing show. Do not forget to tune in every Thursday right here at 4 p.m. on Hot 702.5 with Her Flow on the Flow. So thank you. You know what? I'm gonna let her introduce herself because I just think she's amazing. Matter of fact, I'll introduce her, y'all. We have Nicole Williams in the house from, tell me?
Vegas. No, House of Vegas Pride.
That's right.
I'm from everywhere. I'm a janitor.
Yes, House of Vegas Pride. And you know what? You're doing so much that it's like it's going to take me forever and ever and ever, but we're going to get started right now. Nicole, tell me how long you've been in Vegas. Since 1992, right?
Yes. And first, I want to say thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Here at Hot 702 FM. It's been a minute since I've been on air and at Hot 702.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I was a military brat, and my mother PCS'd here we moved from Boston, Massachusetts, and came here in 1992 in November.
Wow. So you've been here for quite a minute. You've got a chance to get to know Vegas and everything it's about. And you know how I know that because I researched you, right? And I've been knowing you
We've known each other forever.
Forever and ever, right?
Yes.
But I had to still do my research because you've done so much since, you and I have had a chance to get together. And I was like, oh my God, like you have so many accolades. Let's start with, I want to talk about House of Vegas Pride. Let's start there and how that came to be. Let's start there.
Well, we're in our 6th year programming. I've been doing Pride festivals for 9 years now.
Okay.
So it just was very organic. Just started out being hired to do a stripper party back in 2018,
okay.
A block party, and the need was so great for urban entertainment. It was during Las Vegas Pride weekend in October. Mm-hmm. And in 4 months, me and my ex-business partner, we built a festival that was 3 days and 5 events, just the traditional style when we just were going to do one night. So it just took off from there. And then it's just community, the need here in Vegas for something that's been missing, that's been really growing the program.
Yeah. And I noticed too, because I've been here since 2003. And there is definitely a need for connection here with the LGBTQ community. And you brought that. You brought the connection. And I'm really happy to have you here today. So we're going to talk about all of the other things that you're doing right now with House of Vegas Pride. You're also a GM for one of the greatest little establishments here in Las Vegas. And tell me about that. How did that happen?
Well, I've been looking to get in nightlife like on an ongoing basis because of the fact that like I know so many people that want to come to Vegas. They want to have a party, visit, have somewhere to go, and it's been my passion since a little girl to get in the nightlife industry. Mm-hmm. So I accepted a position at Old School Hookah Lounge on South Durango by Durango Casino to be the general manager, and it's open to all. It's not LGBTQ. We have programming and events, and we invite for private events and rentals. And I've been there for 90 days, and we've been rocking and rolling, and it's just been really great. I've been relaunching and adding programming and just growing the brand, and it's been happening.
Mm-hmm. And you know why I started off with that? Because I wanted people to see what you're doing out in the community. And I also want to talk about all of the awards because you have a Nicole Williams Day, and it's in October. Tell me how you got that, Nicole.
Well, my first proclamation in the city was October 25th, 2018 for developing the festival, inclusive urban pride event for the city that they never had. I got that from, at the time, Carolyn Goodman. Mm-hmm. And I remember. Just from there, I've received 7 other proclamations in the city. So I've been trying to decide which day do I want to celebrate. So in Henderson, I have a proclamation. I have a few in the city of Las Vegas and a few in the county too as well from Commissioner William McCurdy. Okay, and tell me, for people that are out there in the listening community, what is a proclamation and what happens when you get a proclamation? Well, what happens is definitely the work that I do politically and for social justice. I'm bringing something to that county or the city with my programming, and they come out, they do a presentation, and just I would seem like awarding individual for their advocacy work for the city and just giving recognition that they're in support of what we're doing. You know, there's a lot of people that have gotten awards, and I'm just really honored to be one of those folks that's considered with such a prestigious award here in Vegas.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't remember exactly when the dates were, but however, when there used to be a time where lesbians, gays, LGBTQIA, homosexuals, whatever you want to call them, you couldn't even get married. And that was even here in Nevada, even here in Las Vegas. And in this era of the administration that we have right now, have you seen a focus shift in Nevada as far as the LGBTQIA community? Is there cohesiveness with the community, or do you find that we need more work in the community?
Well, it's a breakdown on what specifically we're speaking of. If you're speaking on terms of laws, we're one of the friendly LGBTQ friendly states. So we're one of 4 states in the country that allow gay marriage. We are really a forefront state that advocates for LGBTQ. Shout out to Andre Wade, Silver State Equality, and his board members and his affiliates. They march and they go down. They bring people in community boots on ground to Carson City when it's time for session. And our community stays really involved. HRC too as well. Human Rights Campaign is very active in the city. Sometimes, we help each other. Like on my platform, I'll bring issues about like that are happening, or if there's a vote or a petition, I support in that way to make sure that we're getting community to support those and letting them know like what's on the platform, so we have the support and just helping them get that vote up there.
And you really do big things, especially at your festivals, because I know you bring awareness to the community as far as mental health awareness, as far as HIV testing and all of that thing. Now, how did the festival come to be? Tell me about that, because you do a festival. Is it every year that you do a festival?
The House of Vegas Pride Festival is third weekend of August. Is the easiest way to remember. So you'd be like, oh, what are the dates? Third weekend of August.
Right.
It just developed because with things that were needed. My love, and God rest my dad's soul, is music, thanks to him, and entertainment. And the festival brings together like cultural arts and all of those things. So we bring queer entertainers from all over the country to perform on a big platform like Area 15 in Vegas.
Yes.
We have an award ceremony to honor people all over the country that people get to vote as a People's Choice Awards. House of Love fashion show, like where we bring LGBTQ designers. I've had Stevie Boy. He's been on Vogue Italy and Sergio Exclusive, who's a celebrity stylist and designer. I work with Mario B out in San Francisco. So that program
shout out
really
to
fun.
Mario B.
Yes. So that one's been fun. Bringing people together, working with the Sin City Fashion Week, and giving a voice to the community to have a different style fashion show here in the city. But my Hotties pool parties are really
Let's
big.
not go into that yet, because we're going to talk about that.
But pool parties in general, you either know House of Vegas Pride or our pool parties too, and our activated events. So it's just whatever the city's asking for. I do my best to try to bring it. The House of Love Resource Fair, that one is for like the jobs and job shirts, resources. What actually helped come about with the festival is the HIV initiative that we do. That was our first sponsor with the AIDS Healthcare Foundation. And then we moved into working with the center and making sure that we are getting testing done, because Black women in general, not LGBTQ, we are number 4 in the country as a state where Black women are catching HIV and STDs and passing it on. And in North Las Vegas, it's rapid. It's really high. So
I heard those numbers.
So we do our work to when we have our events, we also do like tests for tickets, and we have mobile right on site. So we do our part to try to help bridge that gap. But
now I'm not gonna let you get away though, Nicole. We're gonna come back and break all that down with House of Love. We're gonna break. We're just gonna break it down, because people hear it, but they don't necessarily. Even though you went over it, I kind of want to go over it in segments so people can really understand the capacity of what you do. And so we're gonna definitely do that. But also, I want to let people know, like I said, I've been knowing you for 15
That's a whole
years,
show in itself, girl.
That's a whole
that's
show.
A
we
whole
go
other
way
Nicole.
back. You know the whole. You and me, girl, we go a long way back. Okay. We get over it. But however, anyway, we've been knowing each other, and for as long as I've been knowing you, you have been just bringing the heat. and just doing things in the community and really staying active. But we're going to come back because we're going to go over each one of those. And I just thank you for having you here. And you guys out there in Radio Land, don't forget, every Thursday I'm here at 4 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM. You're listening to Her Flow.
Ooh, sad, killed it.
I had to choose on these big moves. She chose on me. No duck goose. Meditation to the mind while I'm making moves. Tunnel vision to the grind. No, I will not lose. And I'ma put you on, stay to myself, and I'ma be in my zone. Baby, what do you want? She wanna ride my wave, and I'ma play it safe. Can we be on go? Can we hustle and flow? Gotta keep my mind clear, gotta stay away from stress. If we dress to impress, you can hop in my ride. Understand where we at, we gotta stay on track and hold each other's back. If you just hop on my wave, we'll be okay. You are the question and I am the answer. With you, my baby, my heart beats faster. I'm just here to change your life. You're as sharp as a knife. Smoking spinach with my olive oil. Yeah, I planted the seed in the soil. But what I plant to be raw. We gotta stay healthy. No, we can't get spoiled. We are the truth and there are no rules. You a ruby, baby, you're a jewel. And I know love is easy, yeah. I need you to believe me, yeah. I knew you was gonna be my girl. Let me take you away from this world. This world.
This time it's different. This time it's all about me on my terms. Yeah, on my terms. Yeah. I walk in shining, head held tall. No second guessing, I deserve it all. Not the woman who waits in line. Yeah. Tempo, I draw the line. I've learned my worth, I've claimed my name. This heart's no longer playing games. If you want me, it's gotta be real. Cause I'm too much woman to just conceal. Lip gloss on my lips, crown on my head. I choose my peace over tears I've shed. No more cycles, no rewind. I move with power, I move with pride. Got lip gloss on my lips, I'm the flame that burns. This love's on my terms, only on my terms. Smile on my face, sparkle in my eyes. I'm not afraid to say goodbye. I've been the dream, I've been the muse, but this time, baby, I get to choose. No more begging, no compromise. I see the truth through all the lies. If you can't love me for all I am, I'll walk away. I know I can, yeah. Lip gloss on my lips, crown on my head. Choose my peace over tears I've shed. No more cycles, no rewind. I move with power, I move with pride. Lip gloss on my lips, I'm the flame that burns. This love's on my terms, only on my terms. I'm not a secret, not second best. I won't accept a love that's less. The game has shifted, the tables turned. This queen knows the throne she's earned on my terms. Yeah, on my terms.
Hey, this is The Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Tune in every Thursday at 5 p.m. to listen to dope people, dope topics, and dope vibes. Hey, you tune back into Her Flow on The Flow right here on Hot 702.5 FM. Thank you for tuning in like you guys do every week. And every week I have some of the hottest guests that you have ever seen in history. I'm just saying, you got to stick with Her Flow because I bring the heat every single week. I am blazing right here on Hot 702.5. You know what? We have a special guest here today. Her name is Nicole Williams. And Nicole Williams is the founder of House of Vegas Pride right here in Vegas. And you know what? She is bringing everything together, the community together. She's bringing festivals together. She's bringing it together for us, you guys. And I'm part of the LGBTQIA community as well. And Nicole, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me get the tea. Are you a part of that community?
Yes.
You are a part of that community. Now, I'm going to make a statement. Now, correct me. I remember you coming out. I do remember you coming out. But for some reason, I always knew.
Shut up. Please tell everybody else because they're like, where did this come from?
Okay, I'm just saying, for some reason, I always knew. I mean, you can just tell, like, if you have been in the community, and I've been in the community since I was born, just didn't know it until I got a little bit later on. But everybody comes out at different times, right? And because everybody comes out at different times, it's not always easy. And that's what I was getting to. It's not always easy to come out. Sometimes you have parents who don't agree. Sometimes you have friends who don't agree. Sometimes you have family who don't agree, right? And you've made it easier for people to do that by creating these avenues and safe spaces for people to come out as you did. And House of Vegas Pride is one of those things that you've created to make it easier. And so I'm really excited that you're doing so much this year to continue in the endeavors that you are doing, because it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every
yes,
year.
It is, oh Lord.
And I'm super excited because when I moved here in 2003, we really didn't have anything to show what we call as gay pride, right? A lot of other cities did, but Vegas, you would think Vegas would have all of the, we had pride, but we didn't have black pride, if that makes any sense, right? So, you want to go into that?
Yeah, so just real quick, I didn't get to type it, y'all that are on live and watching us on Hot 702 FM. I am doing a giveaway. I have 4 prizes to give away, $50 credit to Old School Hookah Lounges. I'm giving away 2 weekend passes for House of Vegas Pride Festival, 2 passes to our Saturday event. You definitely want to win that one. I can't say what it is. And then there is something else. But ask a question and you'll be entered and we're going to do a raffle. But back to that, yes. Shout out to Las Vegas Pride because they really embraced us back in 2018 or 2019 when we started to help give us visibility. So we've been working hand in hand since 2019, helping build the program and just being in support where we might fall short while we're trying to get fundraising and all that stuff done through the nonprofit. But I think that was like the biggest thing for me is like before I came out in 2021, that through that process, it was like seeing that love was as open, right?
Yeah.
And that and seeing all the beautiful same-sex couples and like girls are like, oh, this has been my best friend since I was in high school. I'm like, well, dang, I should have married my best friend, because I would have, and just seeing and just not knowing what that looked like because I grew up in a judgment-free house. So for opposite of me, we never talked about gay or anything. People were just people. So as I was building the festival and seeing these things and learning more about the community, I became more open just to find a person that just likes me, and not worrying about that. And and then I, had my first girlfriend and just, everything kind of clicked for what you probably saw when we were friends since 2009.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's
oh my
the
God,
problem,
that is,
because I'm like, I was a savage. Like I just didn't believe in love and all these things. And like, it just wasn't clicking for me. And I just couldn't understand why. And I think in my journey in love and relationship, I found that was a huge piece that was wrong, was that I am a lesbian.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, because people are always asking me, when you say IA, what do you mean? And I'm just like, that's every other thing. That's intersexual, and asexual, right? Yes. So, I mean, that's everything. We're including the LGBTQ. That's why that pride flag is so important. People don't understand. And when we post it and when we see it, we understand that pride means everything.
And it's also to help find each other. Like, you know, so if you see a flyer, you see that flag, you're like, okay.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Exactly. Let's go back into House of Vegas Pride and let's talk about everything that it encompasses. And I want to talk about when you I'm going to say build it, because you did. You built it from the ground up, right? How hard was that for you in the community, just getting everybody above and beyond, going above and beyond for you to kind of help you out? Because I know people were thirsty to have something that meant something for our community. So would you say that was pretty hard? Because you're very outgoing and you're a beast when it comes to business. So tell me, how was that for you?
It was interesting. It was in 2018 when we had started, like I said, like we had 500 people that were like, that just showed up in 4 months, you know, from all over the country. And I just think in general, from when I'm running my marketing agency and having, that's my background, and just watching like demo and seeing how people move in Vegas, it's like, it's last minute, you know, like there's so much going on. It's just, I guess, the means to understanding of what we were building and doing because it wasn't here. So, you know, it's still very baby, you know, like a lot of people think, oh, you're so big. And I'm like, well, Atlanta's celebrating 20 years, DC is like in 50, you know. So there still are a lot of different challenges, you know, and even with Vegas, we are blue, but the state, you know, is primarily, we're carrying that blue, but the rest is red, you know. They laughed, they didn't understand. So I just went grassroots marketing, and we're traveling tourism. So we hit every Pride across the country, and, you know, collaborated with like Atlanta Black Pride. I've worked with San Diego Black Pride and just other organizations outside the city, Oakland Black Pride, letting them know that, you know,
that's amazing.
We have a Pride in Vegas, and they really advocated and supported and came in. So a lot of people, like from out of state. So it helped us to get the word out here in the city and community. And as we were building, you know, more people locally started wanting to get involved and you know, and work in promotions, marketing, community. So it's just really still a growing and work in progress, but a really good one. It's progressive.
Yeah. And I think while you were working on one side of the avenue, I was working on the other side of the avenue, because I was really into activism. And I had to activate. And so I did a lot of work with the community, especially with the trans community and the kids and the CCSD community. When the bathrooms, they couldn't go into the bathrooms. And so I sat down there for meetings trying to get them to open their minds and say, hey, listen, we're all people. And so I think that everybody is important when it comes to the community and doing their part. There's room for everybody to do their part in the community. And that's what people don't understand.
There is room for everybody. And say, Nicole believes that and wants it to grow. Like, you know,
but I know that already. That's not something that you have
I know
to,
you do. And I just want to say on that, like,
I wouldn't have had you on the show if I didn't understand and know.
No,
that already.
I know you know. I didn't say that for you.
Yeah, I know you.
I'm saying it for publicly, that we embrace all as an organization, a nonprofit. Pride is about community. We cultivate to build spaces and allow for other people to build spaces and work together. Yeah, you know, because when we were looking to get venues and do events, you know, those doors would not open, and we really had to like fight our way through. And it was mainly like we had to, oh, these are our numbers, this is our sales, and go through that way versus the support. It's like, okay, we'll bring you money, you know. But now as we were transitioning, companies and businesses are now seeing the why and wanting to support because they care, and they're more open. And then seeing all the different organizations in entertainment industry, like companies that have opened up and that are easily being able to walk through these doors on the Strip and have parties and events and things. And I love seeing it. Like, we are loud here in Vegas now.
Yes. And you're opening the doors for many people to come into that door and say, hey, listen, we're here and we're proud. And so I just have to say, I continue to say how proud I am of you, because I know sometimes it's not easy. And I know sometimes that road gets a little bit hard, but you just continue to go on. And that's what I'm really proud of.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I also want to talk about some of the events that you're going to be hosting, because I know we don't have a lot of time. You're going to come back on the show, so it really does. So. And you're coming back on. But I also want to talk about House of Love. Let's talk about that, because I know we kind of skimmed over it coming in the beginning, just kind of telling our audience about everything you had going on. But I really do want to focus on House of Love, and I want you to kind of tell me about that, because you incorporate so many different things. It's not just about throwing parties. It's not just about twerking. It's not just about putting on nice clothes and going out so everybody can see you. it's about the community as a whole and how you connect the dots for the community as a whole. So kind of tell me about House of Love.
Well, House of Love came about because it always starts with a DM. Nicole, I need a job. Nicole, I got pulled over by the cops and I don't know what to do. Nicole, I need to steal my record. Nicole, I need to get in school. And, and it was like direct contact. And it was kind of getting overwhelming for me personally to be able to assist people. So our board decided that we should have a resource fair and connect community with corporate and small businesses and resources in the city. So some of our partners have been MGM, Caesars Las Vegas, their employment departments, Love Live with TGA with the Clark County. They support the HIV testing and the Clark County Government Center, the city of Las Vegas, for all ages to be able to apply for jobs in the space that they feel comfortable. Employ Nevada have been really big too, with internships, UNLV. We're getting ready to start some cool work with the CSN Community College here.
That's what's up.
So I give the example that why it's important that you can come to the resource fair with Social Influence Foundation and House of Love. And if you are in transition and like you are not going by your dead name anymore, then you can have that conversation with the employer. So when it comes to background checks and stuff, it's not difficult. And they feel comfortable to have those conversations and not be so afraid, because the media makes it seem like there's no love out here. You can't have a job. You can't have these things. But there still are things and parameters that, like, there are conversations that need to be had. And it makes it just easier for them to be able to come in a space and have those conversations and get a job that's, that helps build financial stability.
And I think when people think of like gay couples and they think of, the LGBTQI community, there's this running saying that, we are U-Haul, the U-Haul community. We move in, we move out, we don't have relationships. It's true to a certain extent, but there is real love. And, in this community, you've seen successful couples, you've seen parents who are accepting of their children. It's not the way that it's been portrayed to be.
They don't finish the story.
Exactly. They don't finish the story, because listen, every heterosexuals have it. They have hard times too, with depending on if they're marrying somebody that's out of their race or whatever the case may be. But talking about the LGBTQ community, and specifically, we do have sometimes more of a challenge because people already have their perceptions of what they think it is. And I think sometimes we have to kind of prove a little bit more what we're about. And we are just human people. We're just real people trying to make it work with who we are.
They make more drama out of it than we do. Like, I think on all these different subjects. And that's why, like, we don't tune into the news of what's going on. We are living our lives. We have all these different platforms and so much support all over the country that, it just depends on what channel you're tuning into. And women know what we want. So the U-Haul lesbian, we just know, So, like,
and if it's not working, we like, we gonna do what we got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you talked about when we talked about the House of Career and advocacy, the resource fair. At the resource fair, what do you hope to accomplish, or what do you accomplish when you're at the resource fair?
Man, we've I wish I had my numbers, but like hundreds of jobs that have been secured, HIV testing, hundreds of people that have been able to test.
Nice.
I've heard success stories where people have started out at entry level and now they're executive. There was one person that went all the way up to executive now from our community that got a job there with Caesars Entertainment.
Okay.
So it's creating opportunity, I think, for the most part, and just giving people that courage to come outside and and see what's out there, and not worry about the stuff they shouldn't be worrying about. Just worried about if you qualify, to have those conversations. So our impact, we do resume building. We do, we hire presenters, so we'll do breath work. So it's all about, inner healing too as well, and just, mental health. So we host a lot of different things that happen while you're applying for jobs. We have different speakers. You can have talk about with a professional about your resume. So we have all those different things too that happen there. So it's just really just a big gathering for that.
Yeah, somebody wants to know. But before we do that, let's talk about this giveaway, because I don't think people understand. Can you go back and tell us what you're giving away? Then we're going to talk about the next level, what's next for you. But let's talk about the giveaway. Let's talk about the next level, and then we're going to talk about the giveaway. Okay?
Answer the question?
Yeah. Answer the question.
That's one of our great supporters from from Caesars Entertainment. So she's the one
Hi,
that represents.
shout out to you.
Represents for the
Yes.
resource fair and so many other aspects that she's somebody I can call on.
Yeah.
So what's next for Nicole? I wish I was able to talk about that. I mean, if that's personal or if it's business, but business wise, we have something great that is coming up, a new program that's coming under Social Influence Foundation that is going to be great for the Black community, really specifically. And how do I take it to the next level? I think I see how, it's like a building block on things. So like when we started House of Vegas Pride, that was just what we had. Or it was Vegas Pride Block Party. Then it was Vegas Urban Pride. Then House of Vegas Pride. Now we have under that House of Love Resource Fair. And that's how we take it to the next level, is just seeing what can we activate, what can we do, and then putting a plan together and taking my time. A lot of things are sitting like shelved, like a record label that I could take out and pull out, but I don't. So I take my time and to see how can I build it and expand it for it to be, for it to stick,
And I think that's why I wanted to go back to those levels. I know we kind of skimmed over early, and I think that was one of the reasons for this very question on the levels that you have gotten to in different aspects of House of Vegas Pride, and also with your Influence Foundation. I just think that it was levels. People just thought you just got there and it just happened overnight, and it didn't. And you're still building on. It's like this house. It's like this big mansion you just keep building on, right? You already have the foundation, but you're building and bringing people in with what you're doing. And that's what's amazing. I want to talk about the giveaway. Let's talk about the giveaway, because I don't think people understand.
Yeah, if you ask a question, you'll be entered in a raffle. Easy. And I got some giveaways. So I'm giving away passes to the House Vegas Pride Festival this year, 2 passes to the Saturday event, which is separate from the festival. You're not going to want to miss that. A $50 credit to Old School Hookah Lounge to spend on hookah, food, or drinks.
Okay. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
$50 goes a long way, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
So, if you ask a question, we'll enter you in. So ask away.
Ask a question. Call into the station, you guys. The number is right down at the bottom. If you have any questions, call in so you can win something. What are we waiting on?
They're just
call
hard
in. They're just kind of listening to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about HOPV and your record label. What's going on with that?
Oh, so first off, I want to say shout out to Charlie Mack.
Charlie Mack. Shout out to Charlie Mack.
He is a super music guru. He actually has a book out teaching people about publishing. He does a lot of placements for Atlanta Housewives, Atlanta. What's that? I can't.
Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, all the reality
Basketball
shows.
Wives,
Yes.
that kind of thing. Okay,
And he does things on a higher level to where he's created full soundtracks. He did this Christmas with Chris Brown.
Okay.
So I was blessed to have
like
him
that song.
as I do too. I love that movie. So I was blessed to have him as a board member for a while, and then he actually helped to facilitate the House of Frequency Music Festival to vet out the entertainers.
Okay.
So we looked not just like that you were queer, gay, and things of that nature, but we looked at the quality of your music. We looked at how, did it fit? So that's why a lot of times when people are like, oh, your festival is so great, like the music, is because we look at all aspects of it to really choose those people that are putting in the work, to be on that platform.
Yeah.
So when he's now gotten awarded by the Joe Biden president.
Oh, wow. Okay.
One of his award, and he's on, I can't even name all of them, but there are tons, and he's on tour for his book now. But he gifted Social Influence Foundation a record label called HOVP Global Music. We have a CD Baby account, and we have a Spotify channel. So one of these days when Nicole has time, any new music that is placed on the Spotify channel that we have when we activate that program, there will be royalties paid out to those artists in support of their work on our platform. So that's something that's coming. He also gave me a track, and it actually, he put it into submission for a Grammy. So it's just the song, but no lyrics on it, and it was a mention for a Grammy. and 242 was the spots that I got. So I don't
that's
care if
amazing.
it was 1,000. Like, yeah.
I'm telling you,
And
because
he's a
some people don't
super
even reach
producer.
that plateau. So that's amazing.
He's really good with music and just a giving person, an amazing ally, a perfect example of an ally, you know, and just supporting. So he helped to breathe life into our music program.
Yeah. What are you looking for this year when you have the festival as far as artists and entertainment and that kind of thing? Are you looking for new artists for the festival this year?
We're always looking for new artists, but in the times that we're living in economically, it's really expensive to bring out people and to be on that platform and doing that. So we're looking at some different things to do. We're in a transition pivot period, you know, just with the regime that's in right now. So I'm always looking for artists at any time for our events. So we do have a talent form that you can fill out on VegasPrideHouse.com.
Okay.
But we are in the process of rebranding, repositioning. There are some things that are getting ready to be launched out this month, you know, with my marketing team.
Yeah.
But we're always looking for people for the vibe. You know, you can always have a turn up, but like if it's a burlesque show that we're doing, you know, we want something more sultry and more sensual you know, that'll vibe with the crowd, you know, so all different types. Yeah.
And we got some things going on too. We won't mention that right now, but that's going to be out real soon, but we'll mention that later. But I do want to talk about your event that's coming up this on the 13th, right? And is this going to be an ongoing event? Because I do want people to meet you. If you want to come out and meet Nicole Williams, I'm telling you, you guys come out to the event on the 13th. So I do want to reiterate before we go that event so you can kind of get people out and so they can just start coming to that
Are you talking about the R&B and Love?
Yeah.
That's Michelle and Ty.
Yeah. Hi, Michelle and Ty. What's up, you guys?
So like, I'm glad we're having this conversation. So like with Old School, I am the general manager. So I am in charge of 7 days a week. I'm in charge of events and things of nature. So I'm so grateful that I can host different promoters to do different events. So on March 13th, Ty and Michelle Deering from Innovations by Deering and Fly Ty the promoter.
Okay, shout out.
They host a 30 plus LGBTQ R&B event.
Yeah.
And they did one for I just got chills.
It was so amazing.
In February
we were
for
there.
Valentine's.
I was there. You guys, if you missed it, too bad. So sad you get to come to this one. But we had a good time, didn't we?
Yeah. It was, and it's for the grown and sexy crowd. So that is March 13th. You can also actually go on VegasPrideHouse.com. I support all the people that work with me. Ticket link is there, but it's for the grown and sexy. You have to be 30 and over.
30 and over. We have a phone call coming in. We're going to take that phone call. Is it for me? Oh. All right, let's go. All right, come on, caller, let's go. I said, is it for me? You got some money? Hi, caller, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello, I'm doing good. Hello, Nicole.
Hi.
I wanted to see, like, if you have resources for those who wants to get tested and for those who, like, lost their, like, medical stuff and how important it is to get tested, especially in our community.
Yes, I do actually. So at the LGBTQ Center at 401 South Maryland Parkway or their new location downtown, right by Chase Bank, you can do, if you let them know you're testing with House of Vegas Pride, they have free HIV testing, and they'll give you a ticket and you'll be able to get an incentive to receive an incentive for testing. But you can do testing there. And then also for preventive health care, yes, we work with the Love Live in Clark County Health Department. And you can submit your information on VegasPrideHouse.com. But if you DM me on House of Vegas Pride's page, I will personally give you the information for that, for discounts on healthcare, and not just for HIV, but for ongoing care and treatment, and get you to the right people. But that's on our website, or you can just contact me directly.
Does she get a prize, Nicole?
She gets to be in the raffle. Put your name and stuff so I make sure that I have your information. But that's a great question. Thank you.
Yeah. And you guys, I'm sorry, but thank you, caller, for calling in. We definitely appreciate you. I hope you got the answers that you needed. And if you guys want to talk to Nicole, you guys can come out to the event on the 13th at the Old School Hookah Lounge.
30 plus.
Can you give the address, Nicole, real quick before we go?
4266 South Durango Drive. It's 5 minutes from Durango Casino. Any day. If you need to learn about any of our events, you can follow us on House of Vegas Pride.
House of Vegas Pride,
VegasPrideHouse.com. Join our mailing list. If you want to connect with me personally, it's the Nicole Williams on Instagram.
Nicole Williams on Instagram. You guys heard that. Listen, This time goes by so fast. I'm just saying thank you, Nicole, for coming.
Thank you for
will
having
be
me. I
back.
appreciate
Oh, you're
it.
coming back next month. What are you talking about? So thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. You have listened to Her Flow on the Flow right here on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. You guys tune in next week right here, same time, same station at 4 p.m. You're listening to Her Flow. You're listening to Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Tune in to the Flow where we're bringing you the best in hip hop, R&B, and talk.